Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another huge drama video. Alright, so this is going to be a very serious drama. So let's talk about this because a lot of people have been talking about this on my Discord. Alright, people are talking about this new Vtuber drama featuring an ex-Hololive. I believe she's an ex-Hololive and she's also an ex-Vshoujo, something along those lines. Rusha or Mikeneko, right? So this is going to be a VTuber that was quite a prominent figure back then. She was one of the more famous Hololive VTubers, right? So what did she do? What happened? There's some serious allegations going on Twitter, and you can see Rusha is trending. So these are all these allegations that's going on. Infidelity with multiple men. Alright? This is everything that she has done. Insanely crazy. Insanely crazy. It's going to be a very crazy one, so make sure you guys strap in, grab some popcorn. All right, so about 1 or 2 years ago when Rusha was still in Hololive, all right, so this girl right here, all right, the girl on the left, maybe I've seen her before because she was quite famous, one of the more famous VTubers. She sold this parasocial relationship to the viewers by selling engagement rings as her merch, right, literally. And you know, she basically sell all of these engagement rings. A lot of parasocial viewers basically buys into it, right? So VTubers, their job is to try to get this single man, to try to get them into buying their merch, support them throughout, right? It's like, basically that's just how this thing works. That's just how the industry works in Japan. During one of her live streams, she basically streaming like normal. One day, her so-called husband, okay, so Mafu, so which is this guy here, this is going to be a very prominent figure as well. So this is a very famous singer with 2.1 million followers. So messages Russia, right? And basically it's a Discord notification, so everyone can see it. So everybody saw the message, which is kind of crazy, saying that something along the lines that, hey, I'm done working, I'm coming home now, something along those lines, right? And that has sparked a lot of controversy because everyone saw the message. Basically they have to like delete the VOD, they have to hide it, set it to private, etc. And you know, she has to try to clear the allegations of her dating another man or worse, being married back then. So that was back all the way about 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So now, today, or recently, a huge article came out. This is a very long, lengthy article. Explanation by Mafu, which is so-called the husband. So it has been proven that they were actually married, and there were some crazy allegations that comes along with it. So this article, you can see, has almost 50 million views. Insane. And this is like trending in JP right now. So let's talk a little bit more about this, alright? So let's talk a little bit more about Mafu and Rusha, the relationship, and why everyone is so upset with Rusha right now. You can see, it was my first Hololive Oshi, and I was really sad when she graduated. It feels so gross knowing what she was like behind closed doors. Alright? I'm starting to think Mikeneko is Rusha. All I'm saying is that the Rusha and TR dojins can say now. I was the biggest Rusha or Mikeneko fan ever. I can't believe I defended her for so long. What a waste of time. So what did she do now? What did she do? What allegations? What happened during their marriage and stuff? So it has been apparently proven that they are both married, right? Because Mafu went out and make a statement, which we're going to talk about shortly, alright? So they were married, alright? And the marriage sadly only lasted for a single year. The divorce, they are divorced now. I think they divorced about 6 months ago or somewhere last year. And Mafu is now on a legal case of suing her. In this case, Rusha, right? It seems like she was hiding her marriage too and dating other men as an internet idol. Sad. Really sad. We're going to talk about that in a more detailed manner. So basically, the entire story is Rusha was extremely insecure of Mafu, and Rusha did not trust Mafu, saying that, oh, you are cheating on me, something like that, right? But it was just an insecurity, right? So Mafu, in this case, the husband, right, decided to get her a house, alright, so that she can move in, and basically they want to move in together and live together. But I think Mafu didn't move in, so something along those lines. And let's look at some of these crazy statements. Insanely crazy. Reading through this, it was super insane. Okay, so when I was withering away in such an environment, A-san was with me. A-san in this case was Rusha. They cannot mention each other's name because this is because they are like entering court with legal case, so they should avoid using real names here, right? At that time, I would object to trivial matters, she would verbally attack me. Damn. So in this case, the wife is constantly attacking her. Countless days where I would cry and apologize continued, which would make me think in the end, everything is just all my fault. And my days turned so dark, it was so dark, it was as if I couldn't see. Alright, back then I was so blinded that I wasn't sure if this was normal or not. So I would be in front of my PC every day with Line and Discord open, and I would reply to all her messages immediately. In a day, we would have about hundreds of messages exchanged between the both of us. But even then, she would suspect that I was cheating on her. Alright, so this is clearly someone that's mentally like, Russia is so insecure, right? Somebody that's, the wife is so insecure, extremely abusive relationship. She will keep me online on the Discord 24/7 and monitor my activities. And to prove that I wasn't cheating, I will keep going on my phone even when I was sleeping. That sounds extremely unhealthy actually, right? To the point like, if you are married, I think you gotta have that trust. If you are like so insecure, I feel like this is extremely abusive to the point that you're interrupting someone else's sleep. Yeah, this is really scary, right? When I look back at this now, this seems unbelievable even to me. But before, I would just accept this and continue to do it. Yeah, this is extremely... I originally bought a new home for us to move in together. So at first, they wanted to move in together and stuff, right? So let's talk about the allegations later on, right? So I believe it was... Okay, so during the divorce, so in the end, they decided to divorce, right? A-san, in this case Russia, denied the discussion, citing poor health as a reason and demanded money and other things. When discussions were stalled, it was revealed that Russia was having an affair. Ooh, turns out, she was the one cheating on him. It's not the other way around. Like, she was insecure of him all the time, harassing him 24/7 to be on Discord, but she was the one cheating. That was crazy. In the end, we settled our divorce at the end of July and no compensation settlement paid to each other. After our divorce, the new home that A-san left was littered with so many cardboard boxes, okay? I discovered A-san's betrayal after I had a conversation with a man hereby referred to as B-san. So, Mafu's wife, and then there's a third party involved, right? So they cannot disclose the name. Again, this is going to go to court, so they can't really use people's real name in this online statement, right? So B-san came out of nowhere, alright? So B-san gave him a bunch of screenshots on their Discord and Line for more details, got him to explain to me via calls. In the screenshots, they were invitations of dates and exchanging gifts on Valentine's Day. On the day we registered our marriage, from December 25th and on December 26th, she flaked on our plans for Christmas together and invited this guy, this other man, to hang out with her during the end of the year. So she literally did NTR in real life. Like, whoa, what? This is getting crazy, right? And even when we were settling our divorce in the middle of May, she would text me to say she wanted to get back together with me, okay, while inviting this other man, B-san, to a room to share with her. I still freshly remember that I laid in the bed for a long time. So, reading this is kinda crazy. So B-san, this other guy, has apologized countless of times, and it seems that he was a victim in this situation as well, because he didn't know that Russia was married, I think, right? So we're trying to settle things amicably, right? Even until now, I am still good friends with B-san. So yeah, Russia has been cheating on her husband, right? This Hololive, ex-Hololive VTuber, this VTuber that was very famous, that a lot of single men looked up to, which is kind of crazy. And then there was something even crazier later on, alright? This is where it gets extremely crazy. Look at this. That was not all, alright? During our divorce settlement, A-san and other parties harassed me on social media and anonymous posting forums. Now you'll be wondering, okay, why is she harassing him, right? I have no idea, But I'm guessing like because they are divorced, so she hates him and stuff, so trying to like, you know, accuse him of doing stuff that he didn't. There were a lot of posts saying that I was a perpetrator of domestic violence and I cheated countless times with multiple women. But of course, these were all lies and not true at all. There were no proof though, just accusations online, right? During my hiatus as well, I was harassed repeatedly and I couldn't tell the truth, and I passed each day with misinformation and slander spread about me. Very, very sad I feel very bad for him, right? To even fight back a little, I could get all of this misinformation and slander reduced as much as possible. So I basically filed an information disclosure request against some of these forums, right? Some of these posting forums. So he did, and some of them, they basically verified that some of the spread was illegal and the request was approved, alright? So as the article has stated, most of the posts were written by A-san, in this case, his wife, or the ex-wife, right? Why would your ex-wife accuse you of stuff you didn't do? I wonder why, right? But this is clearly someone like probably with like mental, not really healthy mind, right? Because probably she's going through the divorce and then she sees him as an enemy now. Okay, so there were a lot of hurtful comments, but one of the most cruel ones was Mafu killed A-san's cat by slamming the door on it. Okay, so again, to give you guys context, Russia accused the husband Mafu of killing her cat by slamming a door, which is a very huge allegation, alright? To accuse someone like that, right? The cat that A-san raised was blind in both eyes when I met A-san. She was very friendly with me. I have 2 cats myself and I raised them with great care. There is no way I would hurt any animals. So I have no idea why she was able to think about that, let alone even put it into words. I've been doing my activities being a singer for more than 10 years. Misinformation and slander has been part of my everyday life. Alright, that's fair. I think I would have normally not cared about it. However, A-san was the type of person who was against slander and would speak out against it. To have a person like her registering for a paid membership on an anonymous posting forum just to hurt people, it made me feel like I couldn't ignore it. This is crazy, right? Knowing that her wife is a very famous figure, is a Hololive VTuber, used to be a Hololive VTuber, and she would know, like, this is extremely defamatory, alright? Extremely damaging to someone's reputation, and yet she's doing it against her ex-husband. If this goes to trial, people can listen in and everyone would be able to get the truth. If I talk about the truth online without any context, there could be errors on my end, but by bringing this to court, this will result in a lawful verdict. Due to that, knowing that everything will come to light, I've decided to bring this to court. So this will be a court case. He will be suing the ex-wife in this case. Currently, we will be suing her for slander and the civil trial is ongoing. Last year at the end of summer, I had a discussion with the police and they recorded my statement for 8 hours. That is. So A-san was also called in and it was confirmed that she sent the charges last year. I believe the prosecution is thinking about how to proceed from here currently. Alright? I believe the trial will go on and we will come back to this again in the future. There were a lot of things that I couldn't fit in here, but I've only ever wrote things that I have had clear evidence of. I don't think I've clarified enough, but this being something that I've kept in my heart for so long, I'm so glad I'm able to talk to you all about it. Alright? So I might be subject to statements that are not true or abusive language from Russia in this case. However, if we fight it out on a legal place, there will be a conclusion to this. So please ignore all those slander and rumors until then. So yeah, it doesn't change the fact that Mafu lied to the people who supported him. He did lie about him having mental health issues and he didn't came out earlier and say that he was married. That's something to keep in mind, right? So he is a very prominent figure as well. 2.1 million followers. I think Russia is probably even as famous, if not more famous than him, right? But yeah, to see this drama unfolds, that they were actually married, and back then the allegations were true. People were getting upset that she was selling engagement ring, but she was apparently, selling that girlfriend experience and stuff like that. But yeah, it has came out to be true, and this ex-Hololive member, ex-Vshoujo, Mikeneko or Russia, is apparently an insecure, I don't even know what to say, what even to call her. But this drama is just crazy, right? Apparently she's doing NTR in real life. She's the one cheating on her husband while claiming that the husband is cheating on her without any proof. And she's also accusing a defamatory, right? Defamation against her ex-husband at this point. And yeah, this is like some crazy serious drama, man. Let me know what you guys think, because I thought this is like one of the most serious stuff I've ever covered on the channel. But hey, if you guys are interested to read the entire statement on your own, I'll link all the Twitter posts in the description below. As always, subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.